Hello, YouTube family. This is Ravi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm back with another interesting video where we are going to see a very useful and the most demanding scenario, which is how you are going to send an attachment from one ServiceNow instance to another ServiceNow instance. You might find a lot of videos out there on the internet, but I'm going to tell you in a very simple way using the legacy REST message, how you can send the data in the form of attachment from one ServiceNow to another, and using ServiceNow REST message. We are going to do a e-bonding here. E-bonding, if you have not seen that video, I will take you to my YouTube channel. So here just you have to type ServiceNow Ravi on Google. Once you type this, go to the first channel over here, Learn ServiceNow with Ravi, and just you have to go to the playlist. And under playlist, you will find the section called integrations. If you notice here, learn integrations in English. And this is the first ServiceNow integrations, which is nothing but e-bonding, day one and day two. So if you are very new to this channel, do watch this video before you come to this video, because today's video is going to be advanced of the first and second. And you can see third one also. So these three videos are very much important for your ServiceNow integration journey in from one ServiceNow to another ServiceNow in a simple way. So this is my today's use case, which is send attachment from one ServiceNow to another ServiceNow. And I'm going to take an example from a table incident. You can choose your table, any table of your choice. And if a record is having an attachment on source instance, the same attachment should go to another ServiceNow instance. So to proceed with, guys, most basics things you have to remember over here while sending an attachment over an integrations. Basically, these are interview questions. So I will tell you something. Let me just explain you. So let's say we have a source instance. Let's say source, and we have a target P. Now, source is a place where you have an attachment. Attachment in the form of XML, JSON, Excel sheet, anything is fine. Image, PNG. Now, when you attach any attachment to a table, so whenever you attach any attachment to a table, any table it is, first of all, it will go to a table called sys attachment. Keep in your head this sys underscore attachment table. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to consider this table also, and we have to pass the data from this table to the target table. Means on target table also we have an incident, correct? So over here we have incident A, and here also the same incident should create, but with an attachment. So first of all, let me take you to ServiceNow. So this is my, let me just go back here. Let's say I'll just go and type incident. Click on all, or let's say create new, for example. So whenever you are going to attach any attachment over here, so let's say I'm going to attach an attachment, any attachment, it will by default go to a table called sys underscore attachment dot list. This is the table name. So over here it will go. Okay, over here. Let me show you. For example, caller system admin test. Okay, I'm going to attach anything. Say, now I attach an attachment. Let me save the record. Any attachment on any table in ServiceNow, it will go to the table called sys underscore attachment dot list. This is the table. You can see just now I have attached a picture. It is okay, not this one. Let me just short file create it. On incident table. Yeah, this one. Only these guys may batch. Let me just show you. See this just now. So this is the attachment which is attached. So the same attachment will go to the third party ServiceNow. So let me do one thing. I have already extra ServiceNow instance. You can also create your own extra ServiceNow. And this is the extra ServiceNow. Okay. This the instance name start with dev22480. And this is what? 86573. So this is source instance and this is my target instance. So if you have any attachment attached on this table, on the source instance, on incident table, the same should go over here. So let's say I have an incident record over here. If I click on all, the same record should create over here, same record. Okay. And then it will have an attachment. As simple as that. Let's start. So to achieve it, keep this concept clear that everything will go to the attachment table. So first of all, I'm going to write a business rule. Guys, make sure that to watch the video, which I have told you called ServiceNow e-bonding, which is over here. Without coming to these two videos, don't jump directly over here because you might not understand. So I am going to create a ServiceNow new record on the business rule. Let's say send attachment via REST API. Okay. Table name, obviously you're gonna choose incident table first. Okay. You're gonna choose advanced, and I'm gonna choose, let's say after you are inserting a record or updating a record, here I'm going to write a logic. Okay. So let's write a logic here. I'm saving the record first. And what logic I'm going to write, you will have to understand this concept here because the same concept I have used in e-bonding ServiceNow video. First of all, what I want target table details. So let me just do this here. What details I want? So let's say I want a target table name. So I can put variable target instance URL. Okay, so this is my target instance URL here. What is my target instance URL? So I will go here, click on this. I have this option called manage instance password. I'm going to copy this. I'm gonna come here. Okay, this is my target instance URL. I hope it is clear. I can make it. You can give any name. I'm just making it a little bit uh, more fancy. So now variable, I want a target user ID. And my target user ID name is admin. Okay. Similarly, I need a variable target. Don't ask me for how you are writing variable and all. This all I have covered in my scripting series. You can go ahead and check it. Password equal to, what is the password? I will go here and I will copy this password. Come back. Yeah, so these three details I have added. Now let me just do something. We are going to call our REST message. So for that, we have to create a REST message first. So let's go to ServiceNow and type here REST message. Okay. Once you open this REST message, you have to create a new REST message. Under this REST message, let's say e-bonding. What is the instance name? Fine, copy, paste it, endpoint. Now to know the endpoint, go to the target instance, guys, and type here REST API Explorer. I am not telling you in means in from scratch because we already covered these videos. I will attach that link in the description section. You can go and check. So here I can go and get the details from here. So I'll copy this. I'll go back to the third party and I will remove here as of now. Okay. Now I want authentication. So I'm going to use basic profile. I will create. Let me click on new. And let's say target B, username admin, and the password is the password which which is this one. Copy, give the password, submit, go back. So target B is created. Now let's go and save it. So now this REST message is created just for our demo purpose. We are going to test it whether it is working or not. So I will just click on the default get test. I should get 200. It means that connection. Yeah, perfect. So this I don't want. What I want, I am going to create another method called post. So I will click on new. I am going to choose the method called post. Post is used to post the details on the third party, means create a record. Let's say create record and endpoint. Again, I will come here, copy this. This time, remove this table name from here. And what table name I should put? Incident. Obviously, you are going to create a record on the incident table. So we will use INCIDENT. Make sure the spelling is correct. Scroll down. In the method request, we are going to create a content, means request body. So in this request body, I'm going to create something called SysID, and I will make it dynamic. So how to make it dynamic? With a dollar and the variable name. So whatever I write here in the dollar and the curly braces on, curly braces off, it acts as a variable name. So now here I can put category. So sorry, this should be the column name. So category. So how you can find this column name? Just go to the incident table, open any record, let's say this one, and just right click over here. You can find the backend name called category. Okay. Category, dollar. So I'm going to send only these two details. And one more, let me just send one more. Short description, short underscore. Make sure that you are writing a correct spelling. You can come and check from here. Short underscore description, copy, paste it. Okay. Bracket on, dollar, bracket on, and short description. Let's say I'm putting SD. Okay. Let's say I'm creating these three JSON body, or you can say request body, to be sent dynamically on the third party. I'm going to save the record. And I can right click over here and I can click on auto generate variable. Scroll down. See, these three variables are generated automatically. Okay. Once it is done, so my REST message is created, and I am going to use now our business root, same thing which we have used long back in our e-bonding. So I'm again emphasizing, you just go and check that video. So I'm going to create new. SN stand for ServiceNow, WS stand for web service, the namespace, and then REST message v2. And I'm going to call our REST message name, which is this one. Copy and paste it over here. And the method name is create record. Guys, everything I'm doing in front of you. So there's no cut on the video. So if any error is coming, please ignore it, and we will fix this error live only. String parameter no skip. What is string parameter no skip? You can put the details on the comment section. I will reply you back with, I will pin the answer which is correct, because I've already explained this. I have three variables, so I'm going to use this three times. Copy, paste, copy, paste. And the first variable name is SysID. So copy SysID, and it is on the incident table. You can see business rule consists of current and previous, and current refer to the current object. And here current refer to the current table details over here. So I am going to put here current dot SysID. So it will take the current record SysID, whatever the current record you have selected. Second variable is category. Copy, paste. Third variable is short description, SD. I will give here SD, comma, current dot short underscore description. Perfect. And here, comma, current dot category. Guys, if this video is gonna long, so please forgive me, but this is very important, very crucial for your growth in ServiceNow, and you can do all this without anyone's help. Now, I am going to execute it. So r dot execute. This command is used to execute the ServiceNow, whatever the REST message you are calling here at line number 8, it will execute it. Guys, I am going little fast because these details I have already shared. I am again repeating. Come here, open this video e-bonding, for example, just for example, and just, oh, I'm so sorry for this video. Let it go. And you can find all the details of the script over here on this video. Let this ad go. And I can write here variable response body, body equal to response, because we have executed and everything is in the place of response. So everything is stored in response dot get body. We can get the body and we can get the status code. So let's say STTP STATUS. You know about the status code, correct? It's something which return you a code, let's say 200, 201, 500, 400. All these are status code. Basically, this tells us about whether it is a success or failure message. Let me go back here, skip it. And if you notice, everything I have covered. See, this REST message, let me just make it a little big. Your scripting, the JSON value, see, every details I have mentioned here. See how to write a script, response body. So you can check this video before you come to this video. That's what my suggestion is. Now, once you are done with, these are the basic steps. After these basic steps, I am going to check if HTTP status, whatever the status we are getting, dot toString double equal to 201. So 201 is nothing but a status code returned by your third party or any third party application. It could be ServiceNow, it could be Jira. It means that the record has been created over there. If it is there, then only go inside it. And what I am going to write it, I will write incident created, okay, or incident created successfully. Okay. I will store in a variable called answer, or your wish, you can choose anything. I will write variable text. Okay, I can write a variable text over here, something like this. Variable text equal to blank. Okay, so first thing first, I am just defining a variable here. Variable text equal to first. And here I will use same thing, text equal to a string I have stored in a variable. Okay, now what I can use it, I can use a parser. Let's say parser equal to new JSON PARSER. So this is the JSON parser because I am assuming in the response body we have all the details. I'm not assuming, we can say everything is in the JSON here. So now after using JSON parser, I'm going to write a variable parse JSON PARSET equal to parser dot response body. So instead of line number 23, guys, you can write 22, guys, you can directly write JSON dot parse of response body. But I'm telling you one important concept here, because once you are writing a JSON parser, please try to initialize it. Please try to use that API or class so that it's a best practice, nothing else. Instead of line number 22, I could have directly called JSON dot parse response body, but I'm not writing it just to make sure that you write it correctly. So let's say target record. So I'm going to push the data to the target record. So copy dot sysID. So I am getting the data from the third party. So obviously, when the incident is going to create on this ServiceNow instance, which is 2248, it has a sysID. On this sysID only I can send attachment, correct? I cannot send on random sysids, because whatever the sysID I am going to send from my source instance, same sysID is going to create over there. As simple as that. So that's the reason what I'm doing is, I will close this. I'm just using a target rec dot pass the sysID so that I'll get this sysID. Now I'm going to create a function, let's say down there. So before function, let me just define it over here. Variable, let's say attachment. E-double-T-A-C-H. Forget about the spelling, guys, and forgive me also. I'm going to create an method here, which I will call on a function. So send attachment, CND. It is not out of the box, guys. And in that, I'm going to use current dot get table name, whatever the table name we are using, and whatever the sysID we are using. So comma current dot sysID, comma, and what else? Target record. Where is the target record? Over here. Copy, paste, dot sysID. So I'm passing these three values over a method here, which I'm creating, send attachment, and these are the parameters inside it. Okay, first, second, third, and I have to create a function now. Okay, so before that, I will do a error handling. What error I'm going to handle? If attachment count not equal to none, means if it is not equal to none, then go inside it and write the attachment message. Message. So what message I'm going to write? So let's say I will write attachment successfully sent. Okay, something like this. And I will send plus attachment count. And I'm going to create an array saying that, okay, maybe one attachment, maybe two attachment, maybe three attachment, maybe four attachment. We never know how many attachment we have. So dot to string. Okay. We can send this. We can send a message like this on the third party, and or we can write one more plus attachment count of one dot to string. So we are just counting it. It's all up to you. This is all optional. It's really optional. Line number 28 is really optional. Your wish. You can avoid it. If you want to keep it, you can keep it. Doesn't make any difference, guys. This is if condition. Then else you can send a message saying that attachment does not exist or something. Okay, like this record has no attachment. Simple. So this is for else condition. So this is if, this is else, and this if should end here. Okay, so I'm going to give this one and then else, again an arrow, scroll up. What will happen? Incident cannot create, correct? See, if you see line number 18, sorry, here if it 201, then it's gonna do all this. What about 202, 200, 500? In this case, we can give a message saying that incident cannot create. Simple, very simple. Okay. Now I will append all this to text. So text, text. Text is nothing but a normal variable, guys, which we have defined here. And it has certain message to be displayed on the top of the form. So we can write like this: text equal to text plus attachment message. And we can add this in a gs dot add info message. On the top, info message will display the data on the top of the form. You know that. Text. Simple. Okay. Now, this is not the end. Actually, we are going to send all this. How to send? We will create a function. Simple. First, we'll type function. And then what is the name of function? Send attachment. Copy. Paste it. And in this attachment, we are going to pass three parameters. Let me put source table, comma, source ID, comma, target ID. Okay, because the source table is nothing but getting current table, source ID, and the target ID. Very simple. Now come here inside the function and type this is for this this is for successful attachment. This is for failed attachment. So we can store this in a text. Very simple. Okay. Actually, this is not also required. We can avoid it. And we can write here variable attachment record equal to new glide record. So which table I told you in the starting? If you see this diagram, which table it is? Attachment table. It should go to the attachment table. So I will go to the attachment table also. Sys underscore attachment. Okay. After going to attachment table, I am going to use attachment dot query. I can put x dot add query. Now, for that, let's go to the attachment table. So what is there on the attachment table? We will get to know sys underscore attachment dot list. So what we have? We have file name, we have content type, we have table name, we have table sys ID, and what else? Yeah, main are these things. So what I want is add query to the table. Let me just right click, assign to so table sys ID. I'll copy it. I can put it over here. Table sys ID, comma, course ID. Fine. Again, I will add a query. What else? Table name will be there, correct? Table name, copy and paste it over here. Table name is the comma. What table name? Source table name. So where is the source table name? Over here. Copy, paste. Nothing. This is nothing but this one, guys. Current table name. Okay, so it will take the current table name over here. Now x dot query. I am using X, guys, but I don't want you to use X. You use your own naming convention. And I'm going to chase has next. Has next means it has a record on it. And then I will go inside it if condition has next. And then while x dot next. So you can ask me this question. What is has next, Ravi, you have used? So if you use has next method, see determine if there's more record and glide record. So on this table, if we have more number of records, we can use has next in this type of attachment because we can send more than one attachment to a table, or we can send n numbers of attachment to a table. So here I'm using while x dot next, and then I'm going to create a JSON body. So let's say variable. I can put text and not text. Say AMSG attachment message equal to new SN underscore web service dot rest message v2. Fine, clear. Now I will use a method called post. So AMSG dot set HTTP method, which is called post. PO, you can use small also, POST. Fine. Now you can add a SMG dot set basic authentication. Here we don't have. It should have 1 second. Oh, this is wrong. AMSG dot set basic authentication, and what we have to pass? The one which we have used on the top, which is called target user ID. So guys, instead of this, you can use another REST message. You can create a REST message like me, what I did, but you can use like this also. This is another technique which I'm telling you. Okay, once this is done, now I have to send the URL. So AMSG dot send endpoint. And what is my endpoint? Endpoint is over here, guys. See, target URL, which is over here, target URL plus. Now attachment is present on which table? Attachment table. So if you use table API, so if I go here and type REST API Explorer, I already opened. And if I select here attachment API, if you notice, it is called API. Okay, I have to post something. It is called API now file. Sorry, now attachment file. So we have to go to this URL, guys. So how to go to this URL? We have already defined this URL over here, target URL, which is this one. And I have to append the data over here. I can write like this plus, or you can write on the top only, guys, your wish, plus API now attachment file. Yeah, that's all. Scroll down now, message dot, what else we have? So we have table name. We can set query parameter. So we can use set query parameter. So this query parameter will read the query which you are going to pass. It's like your string parameter no skip. Here you can append the name and value parameter, like you are setting the value. You are sending a uh, request body. Correct. So you are setting it. See, name value pair. Name value pair is nothing but JSON. Okay. You are trying to do something like this. You will get to know. Table underscore name is nothing but this table underscore name. Similarly, table underscore society, similarly, content type, everything. Similarly, file name we will use over here. So table name, I can write here, comma, target ID. What is target ID? This one, guys. Correct. We have to get that on the target IDs. Copy 1, 2, 3. So now table name, instead of table name, now we have table sys ID. So table sys underscore ID. Can write here. Here you can write table ID, but table name is not the sys ID. So here you can write attachment record. Where it is attachment record. Yeah, X dot table name. What is X? Here only we have X. So here, whatever the table name we are going to pass, we are going to pass that table name. So source table is incident. Here, if we go and put on the incident table, similarly, target ID is this one. Instead of table name here, we can write file name, file underscore name, and then I can write X dot file name. And similarly, now here we can write instead of file name content type. Let me copy here. Here we can write content type. After that, copy, paste. Accept. I think you should know this, what I'm writing, because without knowing this, you cannot proceed. So content type is nothing but the body type, whatever you are sending, it should be in the form of JSON or XML. That's what I'm writing. That's it, guys. And last but not the least, this is the last step which you have to write, which is attachment message. So ASMG dot set request body. Because we are creating a body, as I told you, these are called JSON here. We are creating a request body. Set request body from attachment. See, use the specified attachment as a REST body of the REST message means it can send as a JSON to the target instance. So you have to use this method called set attachment from attachment body from the request. And here you are going to pass x.sysID. Whatever the details we are getting from the attachment table, we are passing it over here. My work is done. Gone, guys. Variable now response equal to amsg dot execute. Okay. Now variable response, same thing, response body equal to, you can write here response dot get body dot get body, and that's all. That's all, guys. That's all. So this gonna execute it and it will give you the result right away. So let me save this record. That's all, guys. And you can see when to run. After insert and update, what action, advanced action I'm going to create. I'm going to the third party URL with the passwords, creating a record on the third party. If it is successful, parsing the data, and then going to attachment table, picking the current sysID of the table, sending it back through post message to the third party, and we are executing it. So this is how this is gonna work. If any question, do let me in the comment section. And I have already saved this record. Now let me close all this. Okay, let me close everything to the right, everything. Okay, now let me open target instance. This is my target instance. This is my source instance. So let me put it outside. Yeah, this is target 2240. Let me go to the incident table. I click on all and let me check how many records we have. So we have 70 records. Now let me go to that source table, which is 86573. Let me type here incident now. Click on all, or let's say click on create new. Okay, I'm going to create a new incident and the caller is, let's say, system admin. Uh, Software, short description test. Okay, guys, one thing I will just add in the REST message. Sorry for the inconvenience. So this was there. This is the one. And yeah, create record. Over here, I will use caller ID because I'm not passing caller ID. Caller ID is a mandatory field, so I will use caller underscore ID. And I have to change on the script side, guys, also. Same thing, just we have to pass it. Caller underscore ID. Comma. Saving it. And I'm going to business rule now. Business rule. Okay. Sorry, wrong business rule. This was the business rule. Now let's click on it. So it's already open here. Okay. Okay, so now here we have to add another parameter. Here I can add caller underscore ID and current dot caller underscore ID. And we need to save the record. So once we are done, Come back here. Everything is fine. Let me close, that is saved. Let me close other activities. Close tab to the right. Yeah, everything is closed now. Come back, right click, save. So I'm going to create a record and let's see what message it is showing me. So incident successful sent, attachment sent 1, attachment failed sent is 0. You remember I have used 0, comma 0. That's the one which I was talking. Attachment successfully sent. And let's go to the third party. So this is my third party. It is 70. If I refresh the page, it should be 71. You can see this is the record created on the third party. Open it. There you go. See, June batch attachment is attached. You can see attachment is sent. Just now. Just now. 7:39:21. This is how you will send an attachment from one ServiceNow instance to another. So you have any question, guys, do let me know. And I know this video is little long as compared to the other videos, but this is very important to send an attachment. So if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section. I'm going to help you. Till then, thank you so much. Have a nice day.